Exodus chapter 3 verse 10. It says, "Come now therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, of Egypt. Come now therefore, and I will send thee to Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, children of Israel." This is the story of Moses. And I want us to use this story to pray effectively. Because Moses, for the first 40 years of his life, did not know what his purpose was. In fact, this guy actually thought he was a prince. He thought that he was going to be the next king of Egypt. He didn't know that God had a different assignment for him. He didn't know that God had a different purpose for him. So he wasted the first 40 years of his life. Part of it as he wasted the first 40 years as a prince. Then he went on to continue a career path in shepherding. The guy did not know what his purpose was. One time he said he's a prince. The next time he's taking care of his father-in-law's sheep. He had turned into a shepherd boy, going about his duties as a shepherd. Then he had an encounter with the Lord. That was where he saw the bush burning. There was a burning bush, the burning bush. And then he wanted to get close. And he heard the Lord say that he shouldn't get close. Wherever he stands, the place that he stands is a holy ground. So he should take off his slippers. And he took off his slippers. And there he had an encounter that changed his life completely. He had an encounter that turned his life around completely. He had an encounter that defined his life from that day forward. He had an encounter that brought meaning to his life. God told him that, listen, come unto me, and I'm going to send you unto Pharaoh. And when I send you, you are going to deliver my people from Egypt. My people, the children of Israel. You are going to deliver them from Egypt and bring them into the promised land. So for Moses, he wasted 80 years of his life without purpose, moving from one career path to the other, moving from one occupation to the other. I believe he tried many other things that it did not work. He tried many other things, but none of them was working until he had an encounter that changed his life around. And this evening, I want us to pray for an encounter that will bring meaning into your life. I want you to pray for an encounter that will turn your life around. I want you to pray for an encounter that will bring purpose into your life. Moses was moving about. He was tendering the sheep. Somebody that was meant to be a deliverer. Somebody that was meant to perform signs and wonders. Somebody that was meant to bring God's people into the promised land. He was wandering about from one career path to the other, doing something that he wasn't called to do. And many of us today, we found ourselves in similar situations. We found ourselves, I remember a couple of years ago, I was working in a job, I was doing a job that did not bring fulfillment to me. So even though I was earning good amount, I was earning good salary, I didn't find fulfillment. I knew that this was not my career path. This was not my purpose. This was not what God wanted me to do. I knew it because when I go to work, I'm not happy. When I step foot at work, I don't feel at peace. And I believe that there are many people today that have found themselves in a similar situation. They are trying one thing or the other, hoping that per chance it may work, but it doesn't work. Even though you are earning, even though you are getting enough money, you don't find this peace, you don't find this fulfillment in your heart. It's a sign, it's a great sign that you are out of purpose, that you are not aligned with God's purpose for your life.